Hello, Language Cafe organizing team. My name is Nguyen Thi Thao Trinh, and I'm currently a senior at the American International School of Vietnam in Ho Chi Minh City. And I would love to apply for the role of supporting host or host of the Language Cafe event. So here I'll be answering the questions on the application form. So the first question asks that what do you know about a Language Cafe event? So to me, a language cafe event is a place where people can practice a language through conversations with a native speaker. And I feel like these events are usually in an informal settings that are different from a class, so people can learn about the little nuances of a language through discussing topics. And on to the second question. So the second question asks that what are some attributes of a successful speaking online event? So to me, a successful speaking online events need to be engaging. The topics, the participants should be able to relate to the topic and they should be able to make conversation. Because if they aren't able to relate to topic, they wouldn't know what to talk about. Also, the event should offer a learning opportunity to the participants. Because if the event was not educational, it wouldn't have much of a meaning. So on to the third question. As the host slash supporting host, what will you do to achieve this? So as the host, I feel like I should look at the demographics of the people participating to see what topic would be relevant to them and choose the topic accordingly. Because as I said before, if people aren't able to, doesn't know a lot about the topic or doesn't can't relate to the topic, they wouldn't be able to make such much of a conversation. And also, the host and supporting host should ask follow-up questions after people answer to keep the conversation going and to prevent the conversation from stopping and prevent a situation where no one's talking, which would be pretty awkward. And also, the hosts need to be friendly to the participants and help fix their mistakes as they're speaking and help show them how to say certain things in a correct way. So on to question number 4, which is pretty similar to the third questions, said that to you, what is the role of the host slash supporting host throughout the event? So the first thing that a host should be doing is to keep the participant engaged by asking questions or prompting the participants who are not speaking to speak up about what they think. Also, the host and supporting host should be able to choose topics that the participant can relate to so they can be able to engage in a fruitful discussion. Also, the host and supporting host need to look at the demographic of the people that will be participating in the event to be able to choose a relevant topic as said before. And the host and supporting host needs to be friendly and nice and kind and be a person that is charismatic so the people can be able to connect to them more. And the host and supporting host should also listen to the feedback of the participants on the topic. If they feel like the topic they can't relate to the topic, the host needs to move on to different topics that the participant can engage more with. And a host and supporting host should also be able to think on the fly. Like they should adapt the conversation to what the participants are saying or change the topic according to what the participants like and do not like to talk about. And on to the fifth question. Why should language cafes choose me in the role of supporting host slash host for the event? So I have been learning in an international school since kindergarten, and I feel like I have the language skills of a native speakers to be able to help the participants learn more about the topics. And I have an 8.5 band on my IELTS speaking, which I am very proud of, and a 7.5 in general, since I'm pretty bad at writing and reading. And also, I have lived in America for a year and went to public school there. So I feel like through my experience then, I can be able to um, speak like a native speaker and be able to engage into conversation with native speaker. And I'm also bilingual, so I know Vietnamese, and my Vietnamese skills can help the participants if they don't know how to say a word or something. And also, I feel like I am a very nice person, I'm a good listener, and I am very organized, so I would be able to with help the host and the organizing team choose topics for the event. And on to question number 6, which is related to question number 5. What experience have I done that is similar to the language cafe? And so I feel like one experience I've done that is similar, I haven't done anything quite similar to language cafe. So I feel like I have participated in MUN or Model UN discussions, and I feel like my public speaking skills and my skill to be able to engage people into conversation, my skill in teamwork from MUN can help me be a very engaging host and speaker. And another thing, I've helped organize and come up with topics for MUN in the Model United Nations Club at my school, and I feel like those skills could be used in this case also. And and I feel like bringing back the experience of me living in America and going to public school there, I feel like that experience is very helpful for me since I have been in contact with a lot of native speakers. I've lived in a country that primarily speaks English, and I feel like from my experience there, I can also be able to be a good supporting host/host for the Language Cafe event. So, on to the question 7. If I could choose a topic for the conversation, what would I choose? So I feel like currently I am learning, self-studying about moral philosophy, and I feel like a topic such as the trolley problem would be a very engaging topic for a language cafe event. There's a lot of things to talk about, like if how people make moral decisions, are moral decisions dependent on only reasoning or emotions too. So those are some more complicated topics that could be discussed in a language cafe event. We can also talk about recent news, like things that's going on in the world around us, like the Black Lives Matter movement in America, or the war in Iran, or the Taliban takeover in Afghanistan. I feel like some those global topics are very good to discuss about in a language cafe setting since the people will be able to learn more about it. And so some topics could be some normal conversation topics like if the person wants a family or not, or why the person's learning English, and things like that would help the hosts and the participants connect more with each other. And I'm so grateful for this, and this is the end of my application. Thank you so much.